How do you pronounce it? NIS or NIS?
NIS.
Okay.
It's Nipponichi Software.
Okay. NIS America increases price for 15 games on PC starting July 19th. So, this was actually done by what's his name? The RPG guy on YouTube.
So it's a YouTuber that I really enjoy. His name is David Vink.
Yeah.
And he was talking about this is how I found out about
Yeah.
this. He was talking about how it's like maybe the way that these business practices might be going forward in terms of digital content,
Mm-hmm.
and that the pricing of digital content might fluctuate arbitrarily according to the publisher.
Okay.
This is an example of that,
Yeah.
in which NIS America has decided to update the prices to much higher prices than they currently stand at.
Yes.
So, in regards to the regular price for these items, like some of them are $9.99 regularly.
Yeah.
And now they have updated the prices, so it's $19.99 instead of $9.99. For example, I think it's Criminal Girls.
Yeah.
And in that regard, when it comes to sales, the sale price will now be what was originally the original price.
Yes. So it's like a marketing scheme.
So they're inflating the prices on these games as they are regularly sold.
Yes.
And so keeping that whenever someone sees these games, let's just say someone that's not in the know, that's like, hey,
this is 50% off.
Not even 50% off. Just look at it basic.
Yeah.
Just be like, oh, hey, this game, East 8.
Yeah.
I want that. I want to play it. Oh, let me see how much it costs physically.
Yeah.
And then you can see the prices on eBay and how insane that game is selling for.
So around $100, right?
And then you go to whatever digital marketplace you can get these at, and you see, okay, it's $19.99. I'll pull the trigger. I'll get it. But it was being sold at $9.99 previously.
Yeah.
And that's just an example. I'm not saying East 8 was being sold at $9.99. It's just an example of what's going on. And NIS America, or NIS America, however you want to pronounce it, or any other company for that matter, can take advantage of that and be like, okay, let's use another example. Maybe PlayStation. Suikoden 2. It's being sold for $9.99 on the PlayStation 3 store. And they could have done this. They haven't. But it's being sold physically for $100-something, $200-something.
Yeah.
Right now, I think it's $300 or $400. Complete in box.
Yeah.
Depending on what version you or what condition you get it in. They're like, okay, well, instead of $9.99, let's sell it for $19.99 on the regular.
And they know that if you really want to play that game, you don't have a choice. You have to buy the digital because the physical is just too darn much.
Exactly. Yeah. There's no alternative.
Yeah.
And that's how companies can abuse their prices.
Yeah.
And the thing is that on the get-go, we wouldn't know the difference. But the fact that we've noticed this coming from NIS America and the price fluctuating like this, it does look dirty.
It looks greedy.
Yeah.
It looks greedy. It doesn't look like it offers nothing to the
correct.
Game. Yeah,
there's been no improvements.
Yeah, you're just jacking up the price.
From here on out, this is the standard price.
Yeah.
And then when it does go on sale and it's selling for the regular price,
you're not getting a deal.
The difference.
Yeah.
You're not really getting a difference.
Yeah,
you're not getting a deal because they were accustomed to selling it at that price for however long they were.
Yeah.
So it just sucks, and it shows the fluctuation
in the market.
Yeah, of the market.
Yeah. So let's just say this is not done yet, right? When is this happening? July 19th. So like, look, in the video, he stated like he doesn't want to support this practice, and other people in the comments were like, "I'm not going to support this practice." But if you really wanted one of these games, you probably get it now, before the price increase. So yeah, the prices haven't been increased yet, so you still have a chance to get at these prices. But after that, I mean, you have to decide like, is it worth? Because like now we know when they release new games, are they jacking up the prices of those too, like that they would normally
digitally speaking?
Yeah. So Yeah, it's not a good look. It's not a good look. And yeah, it offers nothing
Yeah,
to
no, no,
players.
no.
Yeah.
And it's funny because as physical supporters like we are,
Yeah.
it is like when it comes to digital games, I really do not purchase them unless they are on a very very deep sale, or B, I really just want to support the
Or
publisher.
C, there is no physical version of the game. The
Yes.
only way you can play it is digital.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in that regard, it's funny when I go to a used game store and be like, "Oh, look, I found this game and it is whatever sale price it is used." I don't have a good example,
Yeah.
but when you go to the digital storefront, it's full price
Yeah.
for how it would be MSRP.
Makes no sense.
Yeah,
Makes no sense.
sense. So even then, digital games in general, because you're not having to publish it, you're not having to print it, they
Yeah.
should be cheaper.
Yes. Here's the savings that these game producers are making on digital versions is not being given back to the consumer, which completely flies it in the face against the free market principle theory. Because the free market absolutists would say, no, when the producer is able to sell, the manufacturer is able to save money on production and it's in a competitive market, those savings are going to go back to the users,
Yes,
right?
yes, exactly.
That's not true, people. Wake up. Realize that is not true. That is simply not true. If they can get away with not giving you any of the savings
And making more money,
they're going to do it. That's just the way it is. So that's why you can't buy into that whole philosophy. Some parts of it are true, but the profit sharing part, that is not true. That simply is not true.